Okay folks, welcome back to our new Let's Play series of Sky Factory 2.5 with me, SizerKoze. We've finished adjusting the mob spawner, and I've finished killing everything that was getting in the way. And yeah, you can see that we've placed these down, and we've left a gap at the bottom of the spikes for us to get our experience from. And that should prevent any of these mobs from getting out. So we're all good there. Yeah, I did die again. I've died multiple times trying to get this thing sorted. We got our items back, so yeah, we didn't lose anything. We ended up with a ton of clay water buckets from me having to keep making them because I kept falling down and dying while I had them on me. And yeah, we've got some loot bags and some cool bits of kit. So we got some iron, all kinds of stuff. We obviously got the bones we were looking for. Yeah, so let's have a look at what we've got. I don't think any of the rest of this has got any immediate use. And we've got some chests here ready for future crafting requirements. Let's just make another bench right here, because you never know when you want to do a spot of crafting. There we go. Yeah, and let's have a look at what we've got in these loot bags. I'm holding out for like iron buckets and things. That sounds like money. Potion of fire resistance. Sweet. Oh, check it out. Emeralds. Potion of night vision. A Terra discount of 1%. Apprentice's ring of Terra. I don't even know. I've never done Thaumcraft, so I don't even know how you would use that. I guess it goes in here somewhere. A knowledge fragment. Yeah, a lot of Thaumcraft stuff. Gold coins. I know you can melt those down. I'm not sure if that's a smart thing to do or not. But you can get gold out of them. So yeah, lots of cool stuff coming out of these. Let's just check these common loot bags. Stone, egg, unknown dimlet, raw chicken. A juicer, that might be handy once we start making some fruit. Leather, a stone wand. That's pretty cool. Mana and jungle saplings. Oh, all good stuff though. We're still eating apples for the time being. Let's just pop all of this stuff up here just now. I can kind of figure it out later. That wand might be useful when we get to building. It's a builder's wand, so you can use it to make your buildings with. Yeah, let's just put this all in here so we can see all the cool stuff we're getting. We've got Etho's head. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and we got some arrows and eggs and whatnot. Anyway. What we did want was bone, and what we did get was bone. So let's just take the iron and the gold and the emerald and the redstone with us, because that stuff is going to be very useful. And I'll take the stone as well. And yeah, we'll leave here and let the mobs spawn back in again. Our next task, I guess, is a cobblestone generator. I guess we'll just make that directly opposite direction from this. And then once this is built, then that's it. We are free of the confines of building with wood. So let's get rid of this. Don't really need the oak crucible anyway. Its part has been played, at least for now. Let's just put you in the corner there out of the way. And yeah, let's get rid of this furnace. I guess we're probably pretty much done with that furnace as well. We'll probably upgrade that. Let's just put you up there though. We've really gone through our wood supplies, so we'll probably need to chop down some of this gigantor tree. Look at that. That's going to be plenty of wood right there. And yeah, we'll need to make something that does not burn, or make it out of cobblestone. I guess we can make it out of cobblestone, we've got plenty there. I'm just hoping this is enough. I guess we'll find out. Right, do we have any clay? No, I used it all making up those buckets. Damn it! So we're going to need to smash up some cobblestone anyway. Let's make this into porcelain clay. I think we need 9, don't we? No, 7. Wow! That's good. Let's get you fired up. And we'll show you how to get a cobblestone generator slash a lava generation. So we grab the crucible. It's coming with us. And we'll start making our platform for the cobblestone generator. Doot, 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 doot. Probably a waste of cobblestone at this early point, but considering this makes a generator for cobblestone, yeah, it's probably not that big of a deal. Right, we need to set up the crucible, so that's probably the first thing we should get going. We should start that immediately. And into that we'll just put all of our stone, and then that starts melting down, and when it's finished melting it becomes lava. And essentially, I mean, there's so many ways to do this. Basically, you're going to have flowing water in that direction, and then as soon as this finishes, which is going to take how long? A long time. We'll come back once that's finished. Okay, another death down. Getting attacked by a horde of tiny little zombies. And our lava should be finished. So we can make our cobblestone generator. Let's see if it works here. Nope. Does it work here? Ah ha ha! Okay, so yeah, I finished getting rid of that errant piece of obsidian after our last derp. Man, it's just been one of those episodes, and I've got the frame here for the cobblestone generator. Yeah, so you just pop down the water bucket here, and you can see the water falls down there so it doesn't flow in any direction. And you just put the lava bucket in the far corner, and boom, there you go. An infinite supply of cobblestone. And if you aim in the right place, I've left a little gap there so that you don't accidentally take out the brick underneath. And that's it. Cobblestone on tap. Brilliant, eh? And that's not everything. We've got our cobblestone generator here, and we've got our crucible here. And at the moment it's got 750 millibuckets of lava in it, and you can see there it says the melting speed is 1 times because we're using a torch. If you take away the torch, melting speed goes down to 0. So if I pick this crucible up, and I just put a slab there just now, and I take the crucible, I can position that on top of the lava, and now our melting speed is 2 times. So yeah. All in all, sorry, let me just get that Piece of cobblestone slab removed. Why is that taking so long? Oh, because I'm using a mattock, which is an axe and a shovel, not a... Anyway. Yeah, the crucible's now on top of the lava. We've got a lava generator. Sorry, a cobblestone generator. Which, incidentally, is a lava generator because we take the cobblestone here. We'll just grab a ton of it. And then you just pop it in here. And that now is being melted down twice as fast as it was before. So while you're grabbing your cobblestone stacks, you can be melting it into lava at the same time. Just made myself a smoothie. Amazing. So we'll just go and check where we are with the achievements. We've done the crook, we made dirt in an oak barrel, we did the silkworms, we used a crook to get the string, we made a sieve, collected the rainwater in a wooden crucible. We got cobblestone from small stones, we're still doing that. Although we don't need to do that anymore. Yippee! We've got hammers. We've started sifting. We're going to do a bit more of that because the next thing we need is iron ore. And we started making Tinker's construct tools and made clay by putting dust in a water-filled barrel. We've also now crafted and cooked a crucible, heated a crucible with a torch and inserted stones or cobble to make lava, and built a cobblestone generator. So we're finished with the wood age. So now we're on to the stone age. So now that we have a good source of blocks, it's time to expand, upgrade, and improve your island a bit. So the first thing it suggests you do is make a dark rune 25 blocks away from your base for spawning mobs and obtaining loot. Well, guess what? We've already done that. So the next thing for us is basically to move forward with all of these things here. So we're going to automate the cobble generator with a transfer node, and that's one of the first things we're going to get done, because the next step after automating the cobble generator is to remake a lot of this base with cobble instead of wood. And at some point we can upgrade the mob farm so that we can have some kind of a switch, which means we either auto-kill the mobs or we have the option of killing them ourselves. So yeah, this is the rest of the Stone Age, and these are all things that we're going to be able to do pretty easily. And yeah, okay folks, welcome back. I can only apologise because what happened was I forgot to press the record on my shadow play again, and I cut out a whole bunch of footage where I made some commentary to go alongside it that's obviously now missing. And essentially what I said in that commentary was I showed you how to make an automatic cobblestone generator, and then said that I was going to use that cobblestone to redecorate the base. So if I now give you this big reveal, you'll see that the floors have been chiseled using my diamond chisel and turned into this. So I've got a whole new base now. I did a little bit of work down in the mob spawner. Not too much. Basically, I just tidied it up. I also probably killed a few mobs while I was down here. Yeah, so there's that. But unfortunately, you can probably notice that... what was that? Is that just... Wow, the skeletons can fire through that. Okay, well that's good to know. Because they're currently killing me. Give me 5 seconds and then I'll be back. Okay, well I've temporarily fixed that. Yeah, because I've moved the floor lower here in the mob spawner, I'm going to have to make some modifications to how we actually attack them. But that's not too much problem, we can do that shortly. But probably not right now, so let's just make sure I've dumped everything in these chests. Is there anything I need to pick up? I can't see anything important straight away. Nothing jumping out at me. Suppose we can take these loot bags and have a look at them in a bit. Right, okay, yeah. So because this is a mob spawner, I guess this makes it a good place to put all these mob heads. Any more mobs heads that we find? Ah, there's a kicker head there as well. We'll put in this wall of shame. And that'll teach them for starting something with me. That was amazing. Did you see the amount of arrows that came out earlier? Wow. That was pretty scary. Right, what have we got? Let's have a look at our crafting tables. I'm in two minds whether or not to take these things here and just make them into the next level of bags. Yeah, and that way we get a couple of rares. Okay, let's find out what we can get. I mean, this mob farm is brilliant. You get so much cool stuff. Snow, useless. And mutandus, whatever that is. Iron ingots and a speed upgrade. Oh, I wonder if I can use those on my cobblestone. What, the thing that we're basically about to show you how to do. A bone, that's rubbish. Lead ingots, raw mutton, raw chicken and a limestone. A juicer. I think we've already got a juicer. We've got that in right at the start, I think. Yeah, already got one. Okay, yeah, so I've tidied up and I've moved some stuff around and we made this. And it's basically just a transfer node, which is redstone blocks or ender pearls. I think we've been using our ender pearls that we've been getting from the mob spawner to make them. And you also need some of these transfer pipes. So that's a rationing pipe. That's not the ones we've been using, but we've been using these transfer pipes. You can make them with aluminium or iron, and you can use the nuggets as well. But again, it depends whether you've got more lapis or redstone. I guess I probably should be making the smaller ones because I've got a lot more, relatively speaking, I've got more lapis than I do redstone. Anyway, you need one of these world interaction upgrades. Again, pretty simple to make. And you put this all together by popping the transfer node on top of a piece of cobble next to some water and some lava, and then making sure the world interaction upgrade is on that. And what it does is it'll just pump that into any inventories it finds. Now I've got a better barrel here, which is filled with cobblestone, so it's 64 stacks of cobblestone in there. I've also got a crucible, and it's taking it up here and pumping it into the crucible. So what we have in effect is an automatic cobblestone generator, and we're using the lava underneath this crucible to melt the cobblestone into more lava. So now we've got a couple of tanks that are filling up nicely, and that uses a transfer node for liquids, which is the other one that we've got here. And again, if we look at the recipe for that, you'll see that the transfer node for liquids is very similar, just requires buckets. And if you use ender pearls, you'll get 4 of them, which again is a really good idea because you get much more out of it. So now we've got 7 transfer nodes for liquids, 3 for items, and a bunch of transfer pipes, all of which we're going to need right now because we're going to basically expand on this little design here and turn it into a much bigger source of lava and a much bigger source of power. Essentially, the first thing we're going to do is create some power here. So we've got a way of making obsidian, we've got a way of making netherrack, and we have the whole base rebuilt from the cobble that we have an endless supply. So let's just get rid of some of this stuff out of our inventory. So yeah, we've been using the diamond wand to build, which is a time saver and a half, and it meant that I got this thing built pretty quickly. What I ultimately think I'm going to do for design, now that we've got the cobblestone, I can probably do it, but I'll probably do it off camera, is essentially turn this into like a floating island. I think we'll have maybe a series of floating islands, maybe at different heights and things, and maybe this one will be rather big, and it'll have like maybe a hollowed out inside as well. But for now, this is fine. We'll just use this space to try and get the next stage of things going. So we're going to need a lot of dirt later on, but for right now, what we need to do is we're going to use this crucible system, and we're going to make this big lava generator essentially. So it's this again, but on a much bigger scale. Okay. So in order to do that, we're going to need a whole bunch of bits and pieces. So first off, I'm just going to chop away the floor. Now, how many have I got? I've got 7 transfer nodes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And we're going to fill this up with with netherrack. Now, if you remember from before, the way to make netherrack is to fill up, and we could really use some extra buckets too. And we're going to fill these up with lava. I could probably just do this using pipes. Yeah, let's try that out. Yeah, these tanks are pretty cool and pretty handy, so we'll leave that going there. And right, that's got water in it for making clay. Let's just use that to make up any dust we've got into clay before we move on to the next step. That should be plenty of clay for the time being. We'll just pop that in there. Okay, so we're going to take this lava and we're going to pump this lava into all of these. What's the best way of doing this? I guess we'll just pop it down here, take a transfer node for liquids. Right, the lava needs to go in from, is it from the side or from the top? I think it's from the top. We'll find out. Oh, wrong place. Yeah, there we go. What did I say? We need some redstone as well. So we're going to make a bunch of netherrack, and the rest we'll make into obsidian. So where's my redstone? For the time being, we're going to need 1, 2, 3 more. And we can expand this later on as well, which is good news. Yeah, and those will just add water to turn into obsidian. So we'll take the pipes off here. Like so. Just pick this stuff up. Where's my pickaxe gone? Right. And we're going to need a whole bunch of tanks. Yeah, we're going to need a fair bit of obsidian right now. So let's make... should we make a little bit of obsidian generator? We'll do it in a minute. We'll do it in a minute. Right, we've got the netherrack. So let's crack on with that. Did anyone notice whether or not we've got a flint and steel? Doesn't look like it. So I guess that's the first thing on our list. Boom, flint and steel. Okay, and you need to be a bit more careful than I'm currently being, especially with items when you're doing this. So we're going to take this netherrack and we're going to use it on a bunch of crucibles, which we're going to place above this. And these crucibles will melt down the cobblestone, which will come from the same source as before, because it makes so much of it. And we're going to need a whole bunch of clay because we's going to make us some crucibles. Why did I just do that? Did you see that spoon behavior? I was so happy that I figured out that I could use anything in my inventory to vein mine rather than just my fist, that I totally forgot what we were doing with the clay. Right, let's get that bone mealified. We've got 8 in total now. That should be enough. We've got 7. What did I say? 7 netherrack down here. Oh, another derp. I'm being like derp central. Oh, I better actually put that flames out before I take this down, because I know something else spoonish that I would do. Right, let's get these fired. Right, and all we're going to do is pop these up here, and instead of the this crucible being filled up, we're going to pop it over using transfer pipes to these crucibles. I kind of think I should have... Not that way. Let's go further up. You can see those are already filling up with cobblestone. I really love this design. Like normally when I'm playing Feed the Beast, I don't have to do any of this sort of lava generation. I just end up making a magma crucible, which we'll probably end up making later. But right now, yeah, this is kind of fun. Like making these big sort of industrial lava generators. So those transfer nodes we made earlier are perfect because we can just place these on the back of here. Like so. And now we're filling this tank up, and it's filling up much quicker than this one was. And that's because these are like being kept full of cobblestone because the rate the cobblestone comes out here is insane. And they're also heating up faster. See the melting speed there is 3 times, whereas here it's just 2 times. So yeah, there you go. A really fast lava generator. And yeah, that's all for the next episode. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time on Sky Factory 2.5. Cheerio!